This is Zekas from YoChicago. I'm out here on the street corner with Jim Starmes, who used to be a real estate agent in this area and lives in the area now. And I stopped to talk to Jim because I was curious about what's happening around here. And I'm going to bring the camera around, and Jim is going to talk to us about some of the real estate development in the areas, what it's like living in the area, and what's changing.
As I said before to you earlier, the neighborhood has changed dramatically over the last at least 5 years. There's been a lot of distressed housing that's been torn down, and new condos have been built. And surprisingly enough, there are a lot of diverse people that are moving in here. Caucasian, Asian, upscale, black people, everybody's moving in, and it's no problem. Nobody's having any anxiety about living here or nothing. The crime rate hasn't risen. There's no fear. And the prices are amazing. They're like $200,000 for a condo here would be on the Gold Coast over in that area or further north, $400,000 or $500,000. So right behind us, though, there's an area that's going to be used for a church. The church is going to build some property there for congregation, as well as for people that need housing that have been displaced out of the projects. So that's basically what's going on here. All this land.
Any idea of how many homes are going to be built here?
They're talking about 25.
Okay.
That's what they're saying. So, but behind us, you can't see it from here, but across from Marshall High School, there are about 5 or 6 condos being built. They're all housed by Caucasian people. Which, believe me, that's amazing in this day and age.
And they're all selling. They're
really selling. There are teachers that live there. There are professional people that live in there. And there's no problem. Nobody's anxious.
I take it sounds like you're saying that it's a surprise that white people are moving in, so Caucasian people. So something has changed in the neighborhood?
What's changed is the drug dealers are being moved out by the Harrison District Police Station. The police presence here is excellent.
I saw a lot of cop cars driving around here.
And they're not playing. They are not playing around. If you're congregating on a corner, they're going to arrest you. No doubt about it. And the drugs aren't here like they were maybe 3 or 4 years ago. The kids are mostly in jail, I guess, I hope. But hey, it's not like anything it was 5 or 10 years ago. I hope it's moved out of the city, but it's always going to be here. There's no doubt about that. But in this area, the police presence is really cut down on crime. Murders down, robberies are down. You can walk the streets at night with no problem. At least I've been able to.
You can walk the streets at night with no problem. Could I walk the streets at night with no problem?
Yeah. I have friends that are Caucasian, and we visit. We go with them.
One of the things people get concerned about moving to a neighborhood is restaurants, shopping. What's around here?
Roosevelt Road and what is it? Western and that area. There are a couple of malls. In fact, Magic Johnson's a theater up there. Just north of here, there's a number of stores and restaurants you can eat from. In fact, on Madison, if you go west to about 5000 West, you've got MacArthur's, which is one of the best restaurants in town. And they're all restaurants all up and down Madison Street.
Any good places to go out for a drink? Jazz clubs? Any music or anything?
Yeah, in fact, on California and Madison, there's a rib joint that's also a restaurant, and they have live music there too. So it's happening. It's happening right here again. It's coming back. It's coming back to where it was 40 years ago. Blues, jazz.
I've been in Pilsen, Jim, a lot the last week or so, and in Pilsen, there's a lot of gringos out of Pilsen sentiment and a lot of tension over the new people moving in.
Yeah.
You're saying that's really not happening here?
No. I think that's because of the Hispanic gang. They're really entrenched. They're really deep in there, and they're like the gangs in California, I guess.
And there's no gang activity here, or it's going down?
Oh, I'm sure it's going on, but it's not The police presence keeps it down. You won't see 3 or 4 people congregating in a corner anymore. You know, well, Joe, you've been here today. You don't see anybody.
No. And I haven't seen the hostile kind of stares that I get in other places. It feels different than Englewood,
right?
For example.
Yeah, Englewood's in trouble. That's too bad. But we've got great bus service. Transportation service is great. The Madison Street bus runs every 10 minutes. You can get downtown in 5. It's great. I'm telling you.
Looks like the city needs to do some work on picking up the garbage, though.
Yeah, that's always going to be a problem. I think that as surprisingly enough, as a race, we've always had that problem with the city. They seem to take care of the affluent neighborhood before they take care of this one. But this neighborhood is becoming affluent. And all you got to do is make a call, and somebody's going to come out and pick it up. Because I think the mayor wants to get elected again. I think there's a lot of votes in this area. So,
does this area vote for Daley, or will they go for Dorothy Brown?
I think so, Dorothy Brown.
Go for
I
Daley?
think so, yeah. I think because she represents something that we've needed for a long time. So we've got to get away from that patronage and all that nonsense that that's been going on with him and his father too for 40 years. And she presents something different. I'm not on a campaign or nothing, but I would like to see her as mayor of the city. I would like to see a female as a mayor of the city, like Jane Byrne back in those days. I'd like to see a female president. That's what I was just playing.
We all wanted to see a female mayor until we did see Jane.
Yeah.
Then we wished we hadn't made that mistake.
Yeah, we made a big mistake there. She was a machine person. But, I moved here from the north side, in fact. The north side is great. But here, the rent is a little cheaper. Transportation is more accessible to me. And I'm not afraid, I've been stopped on the north side on Wilson Avenue in Acosta on several occasions, and over here nobody bothers me. Everybody's cordial and friendly.
Police leave you alone if you're not causing trouble, or are they just out hassling everybody?
No, they don't bother you. If you're doing something stupid, they'll stop you. They'll stop you, and they should. They should. There are a lot of young kids that don't go to school every day. They hang out. They pick them up and take them in. And that's what they should do. That's exactly.